Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, and for those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law, and through this channel I'd like to bring you some stock analysis and also a short 5-minute trading lesson at the end, so please stay tuned. Okay, so today's stock analysis for a company that you will all know very well. Some of you will have also invested in this, so it's for ticker symbol TSLA, Tesla. So we're going to start by looking at a history of Tesla, just to bring us up to date in terms of how they started, and also there is some breaking news that I'd like to share with you in terms of what happened very recently with regard to this stock. Okay, so I'm going to start by just getting a picture of Tesla, who they are, what is their history, and how did they start. So this is from the Tesla website, and it's the About Tesla section. So the headline here is Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. So let's have a look at just the first paragraph here, which I'm going to summarize for you. Tesla was founded in 2003, so we're looking at just in excess of 17 years that they have been in existence. Founded by a group of engineers, and the purpose was to prove that people didn't need to compromise when it comes to driving electric. I certainly agree with that. I think they have done that. They have made a tremendous statement that these cars are viable, they have a future, and they are sustainable as well. So the electric cars can be better, quicker, and more fun to drive than gasoline cars. Today, Tesla builds all electric vehicles, but also infinitely scalable clean energy generation and storage products. So Tesla believes that the faster the world stops relying on fossil fuels and moves towards a zero emission future, the better. So Tesla is certainly the market leader. In my opinion, it will remain the market leader in this for a minimum of 10 years. After 10 years, so we're looking at 2031, the market will certainly get a lot more competitive, but I do not see anybody overtaking Tesla for at least 10 years. In terms of the other competitors, the closest competitor right now is NIO. And in terms of my previous stock analysis, I also looked at Volkswagen, so please refer back to that video. They have also introduced some very, very ambitious plans with a long-term aim of becoming a key competitor for Tesla. So that's also a very interesting development. We have other companies like Apple trying to enter the EV market, and then we have the other companies that we're aware of, such as NIO, we know, we have XPeng, and we have Li, and many, many others, but nobody is close right now to Tesla. Okay, so right now there are two pieces of breaking news that I would like to share with you with regard to Tesla. The first one is probably the one that you are most aware of, and I'd like to share a headline here. This is the one that most investors are aware of, this news. Second one I'm going to share after this. So the first headline is from Benzinga, and the headline here is Cathie Wood, ARK Funds lays out new $3,000 price target for Tesla shares, what investors should know. So I'm sure you've all heard of this headline. So I'm just going to quickly summarize the details of this. Okay, so let's have a look at the details of this headline. So first thing is that this news was released on Friday. So let's have a look at what the details are. So ARK Funds on Tesla have updated their price target of Tesla shares, which obviously we know is trading on the NASDAQ, to $3,000 for the year 2025. So this is certainly going to have a positive catalyst for the stock price going forward. We can see a long-term growth. I'm going to share with you my opinion of this later on, but let's just see what else they are saying. So they have adjusted their price, and they listed a split adjusted price on Tesla shares of $1,400 by the year $1,400 by the year 2024. So the model they're using is something called a Monte Carlo model. It's based on a series of simulations to determine the probability of different outcomes with random variables. So what that basically means, they've entered it into some software package. They looked at good variations, bad variations, and kind of looked at the high and the low, different inputs with, as we can see here, with 40,000 possible outcomes and simulations to create this price target. So they've gone and done this and come up with this figure by looking at that. So let's have a look at first of all the bear case. So the bear case is to hit $1,500 by 2025. and the bull case is for the shares to hit $4,000 by 2025. So if we look at the current share price, which is trading around about $654, which was close of play on Friday. So on the bear case, that is represents almost a 300% increase in the share price. On the bull case, from $600 to $4,000. So we're looking at probably in excess of 500-600% increase in the share price from there. So one more thing that I'd like to draw your attention to is right at the bottom. So the price target from this new calculation does not include their energy storage, does not include their solar business, and does not include the impact of Bitcoin, which is also included in terms of the Tesla breaking news that we saw previously. Okay, so let's now follow this up with an article from Bloomberg. This is dated March the 20th, 2021. So what we're seeing here is Cathie Wood's ARK has a new price target for Tesla of $3,000. So remember, this is the bull price that we have just seen. So this is what they are expecting to be the possible maximum price. However, as investors, the thing that I'd like to draw your attention to now is where will this bring Tesla in terms of evaluation? So based on this price, the valuation will look at Tesla being valued at $3 trillion. So that is huge, huge news. So let's have a look at the rest of this Bloomberg article. Okay, so the other details we can see here. So they are saying there's a 50% chance of Tesla achieving fully autonomous driving within 5 years. So this is looking at the company looking to scale its planned robo-taxi service quickly, according to Friday's ARK website update. So that's the other thing that we need to look at. So there are certainly developments and plans for this robo-taxi service to be implemented in the future within 5 years. The other thing is they're also saying on a best case scenario, just near the bottom, best case scenario, there's also a possibility for this price to reach $4,000 in 2025. And remember, the lowest price they are expecting is $1,500. So big news. And the other thing that I'd like to draw your attention to, that this new price target by ARK is far higher than any other analyst who has so far covered the company. Okay, so now I'd like to draw your attention to another piece of breaking news that was brought to us on March the 20th. So this is a headline I'd like to share with you from Bloomberg. And the headline here is Musk, we're talking about Elon Musk, says Tesla would be shut down if cars were used for spying. So the headline here is Tesla's EVs have been banned from China's military area. And Tesla said that it was fortunate TikTok wasn't closed in the US. So certainly there seems to be some parallels there being drawn by Elon Musk to say, look, TikTok was not banned. So he expects Tesla not to be banned as well. So let's have a look at the details of this article. Okay, so the rest of this article is looking at why did Elon Musk make these statements. So first of all, he made these statements 24 hours after Bloomberg reported that Tesla cars have been banned from China's military complexes and housing compounds because of concerns about sensitive data being collected by the EV cameras, electric vehicle cameras built into the cars. So China has currently the world's biggest market for EVs, and obviously it's very key and very important for Tesla and the growth ambitions for the company. So the company did sell in excess of 130,000 locally built Model 3 sedans in China, and now is the second largest maker. It's the second largest market after the US. So one more thing that I'd like to share with you in terms of this article at the bottom is basically the concerns were that Tesla was collecting sensitive data. The Chinese government can't see or control a person familiar with what the matter said. So overall conclusion for this article, I do not think it's something that will affect the plans of Tesla in terms of growth. The key thing that we saw in the news previously was there were talks going on with the Chinese government and the US government. I don't think they were as productive and positive as we may have expected. There were a lot of allegations from the US government in terms of China's bad history on trade, the history in terms of their human rights issues, and so America is trying to voice their concerns, which I think is good thing, because certainly we want openness, we want fairness, and we want business to be carried out in the future more on an equal footing, and more without the risk of these concerns being addressed continuously. Okay, so the next thing I'd like to do is present a little bit of a bear case. So to present the bear case, I'm going to use a shout out from Kevin. So this is a shout out to Kevin from Yahoo Finance Conversations. So this is Kevin's bear case. So he says, what is the best selling EV car in China? Not a Tesla. What is the best selling EV car in Germany? Not a Tesla. Similar for France, not a Tesla. Similar for Holland, not a Tesla. And he's also said Tesla has cut prices and still losing share. Even with the EV niche, Tesla is far from dominant. So that's the bear case. In terms of my position on this, I believe for the next 10 years, Tesla will be the worldwide dominant company in EVs. They are the market leaders. They have the best technology. They have the best cars. But in my opinion, post 2031, so we're looking at 10 years from now, I do think there will be a new number one. I don't think at post 2021 Tesla will be the number one in EV cars. Yes, that is a bold statement, but I think the market is becoming very, very competitive. It is going to be overtaken, similar to, let's say, the world of social media. In the early days, MySpace was number one. That was overtaken by Facebook, so there will be a new player. Who this new player is, we don't know. Is it going to be NIO? Is it going to be Volkswagen? Is it going to be Ford? Is it going to be Apple? But I believe in 2031 we will have a new number one. So let's wait and see. And now the next thing I'd like to do is just give a quick update on the Tesla share price. Okay, this is just to bring you up to date and remind you about the history of Tesla share price. So this is a headline from August the 21st, 2020. This is to confirm and remind all investors that Tesla did have a stock split. This was where they split the shares into 5. So this did lead to a surge in 49% since the split was announced in August 21st, on August the 21st, 2020. So let's have a look at the details of that. So if we continue with this article from Forbes, we can see here that they did announce a split in the company's value. So after the 10 days since that split was announced, the company's share price surged by in excess of 49%. So the date was August the 11th. And at that time, the all-time high price for Tesla share was $2,049. So if you kind of look at Tesla share price now, trading around about $650. On a high, it was at $880. So let's just say on a high, you have one Tesla share at $880 based on the price of August 2020. So we get that 880 times that by 5. We're looking at in excess of probably in excess of $4,500. Yeah, so well in excess of $4,500 based on the pre-split. So that just shows you the tremendous growth that Tesla have had in their share price and in the valuation of the business. Okay, so it's now time for lesson of the day. So today I'm going to show you how to view customized percentage changes of a share price. This is something that is very simple. Some of you may know this, but it's a very simple, very quick way of looking at customized percentage changes of a share price. So this is important when you want to look at the history, you want to look at the changes from a specific customized period, and it's something that you can now do certainly if you are researching a company. So let's have a look at this using Tesla as an example. So what I'm going to do is use the Google Finance page. We type in Tesla, and if you see on the left, this is the full maximum share price from pre-2012. You hold it on with the mouse on the left, you drag across, and we can see the share price from 2011 to 12. Hold it at 2012, move it over to 2014. So obviously we're looking at using your mouse on your laptop. Same again, from 2014 to 16, we can see the share price going up. Hold the price from 2016 to 2018. You can see the percentage share change in green. So same with 2018 to 20, you hold it with a mouse, drag it along, and in green at the top, you will see the share price. So we can see there from 2020, that's when we had the exponential growth. And that's in also leading to a significant spike in the share price. This graph doesn't take into account the share split, but we can certainly see there the high of $880. So that's the overall way to do it. So let's look at from the beginning. We're going to hold the price at from pre 2012. Hold it on the mouse, and what we're going to now do is we're going to look at what is the percentage growth. So we hold it. You go all the way to the end. So we hold at 0. So just had a few tricky moments there. So we managed to do that now. So if we look at the growth from 2010 to present, we can see it's 15,756% growth. So that's the growth that we have had in the Tesla share price since July 2010. So huge growth, and a very simple way of checking the percentage change in the share price. So I hope that helps. Thank you very much for joining me, and please stay tuned.